blood red rose upon the sea. I'm still here and she is free. Roya, 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 Roya. Mother's prayer on her head. The waves take me instead. Roya, 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 Roya. Blood red rose upon the sea. 10 bright years alive in me. Roya, 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 Roya. Tell you I died out there, somewhere in the wine dark sea, deep beneath the waves, spiraling out of time. One day I'll be reborn and build myself a new home. Carbon skin and bone. You touched me with your human heart. You placed your human hand in mine. I'm in your memory, in the heart of silent knowing. Carry me inside until you lay your body down. wound you with its arrows. Say a prayer for me, my spirit will rise up from the sea. 1,000,000 times we fall, we're only human after all. 1,000,000 times we fall, we're only human after all. 1,000,000 times we fall, we're only human. Million times we fall, we're only human after all. Thank you. Okay. Hello, hello, is it working? Oops, is anybody complaining? Sound quality is fab. Give me a thumbs up if it's all working. Hello again. Welcome to the basement. I should tune and talk really, shouldn't I? I should switch that up as well so I don't sound like I'm in a cathedral. Okay. How's everybody doing? If you've seen my posts, you will know that I've been... I can't show it you because I don't want to move the camera because it'll probably ruin everything, but it's in the basement of my house. I've been setting up a studio with all the recording equipment, all my musical equipment, and actually it's the first time I've ever really had a proper dedicated music room, so it's pretty exciting. I've been having a lot of fun jamming. I can jam to my heart's content with these headphones on, with a proper, can make all sorts of noise, and I'm the only person that can live inside this musical planet, so it's been pretty fun, I can tell you. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I posted this, I did this live, thanks to everyone who tuned in last time. I'm going to say hello to people. If I don't, it's hard to keep up with everything. If I don't say hello to everybody, if I don't spot everybody, I am able to look at all the chat the next day as well. So do make yourself known, and I will pick up that, and I will try and maybe even pick up a few live requests this time from the chat. But it is really good to know you're out there. And I'm going to play a few more covers tonight, which I've been enjoying doing. I've had some blasts from the past. I'm going to start with this one for my dear mother in Australia. 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., whatever it is there. This is a song by Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan was introduced to Bob Dylan. Well, I mean, I grew up listening to Bob Dylan with my parents and my uncle and stuff, but when I started learning guitar, Dylan was a really formative influence, and this particular song, I just heard that and I was like, what is that? Wow. So this is Shelter from the Storm. Was in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And if I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be warm, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I I was burned out from exhaustion and buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes, blown out on the trail, hunted like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up until that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Suddenly I turned around and she was standing there, with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully, she took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Ah, but now there's a war between us, something has been lost. I took too much for granted, I got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on an uneventful morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Oh, well, the deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher rides a mount, but nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a feudal horn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. In a little hilltop village, I gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation and she gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence, I got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. But I've seen newborn babies wailing like a mourning dove, an old man with broken teeth, stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I'm living in a foreign country now, I'm bound across the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge, someday I'll make it mine. If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Shelter from the storm. Yeah. Thank you, Bob Dylan. Yeah, I remember hearing the first verse of that song. Was it "'Twas in a" no? I just sang it, I can't remember it. 'Twas in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I remember hearing that and thinking, what the hell does that mean? And then just thinking, I want to be a songwriter. Okay, so I was walking in town today, and a few of you may know that some of my songs seem to feature old Ford models from the 80s and 90s, and I wrote a song which Lucas is fond of. Is Lucas tuned in? I'm not sure, I'll check that in a minute. The song is called New Capri, and I saw Capri. What an amazing story. I saw Capri. What are the chances of that? Anyway, I saw Capri, and I took a picture of the Capri, and I sent it to Lucas, and I said, look, a Capri. That's basically the essence of the story. But I came home, and I thought, why don't I sing my song New Capri tonight? See where I went with that? So I quickly tried to remember it. I had to listen to it, which I've had to do with a lot of these songs. Sometimes you play the first line and you remember the whole song, but it's best not to count on that, I find. Okay, New Capri. I didn't care much for school. I wasn't flashy, I wasn't cool. I wasn't handsome or tall. Didn't matter after all. I had this thought in my head of a different life instead. And that's what I found. That's why I didn't hang it round. Life is for living. Don't let it pass you by. 'Cause you'll get old, pay your taxes, then you'll die. Don't wait till tomorrow to find your own way. You can start today. The years will fall through your hands. You're busy making other plans. And in the mirror one day, suddenly you're turning grey. Life is for living. Don't let it pass you by. 'Cause you'll get old, pay your taxes, and you'll die. Don't wait till tomorrow to find your own way. You can start today. Won't you make us some tea? Just a splash of milk for me. And as you're looking so thin, you better bring the biscuit tin. Hey, did I show this to you? It must be 1982. Leslie and me driving in my new Capri. Life is for living. Don't let it pass you by. 'Cause you'll get old, pay your taxes, then you'll die. Don't wait till tomorrow to find your own way. You can start today. Oh, 'cause life is for living. Don't let it pass you by. 'Cause you'll get old, pay your taxes, then you'll die. Don't wait till tomorrow to find your own way. You can start today. You can start today. Start today. Okay, there you go, New Capri. That's due to be on our next duo album, which is in progress. 'Tis a work in progress. 'Tis written, and we are hoping to have it out in September. And I'm quite happy with the songs. Shame I haven't got a chance to play many of them with Lucas yet, but that one we have played live a couple of times. I was going to say if you've been lucky enough to see it, then that sounds a bit. If you've been lucky enough to see us, you know, right? One of the lucky ones. Yeah, lucky for you. Okay. 'Tis another request. Let's see who's in town tonight, shall we? Oh, look at all these lovely people. Oh. Hi, bro. Watching. Claire, hello. Wish you were here to help with the camera work. Got a professional camera person there. Hello, everybody. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, hello, hello. Great. Oh, special shout out to Levin Clay. He's jamming along with his guitar. He's up past his bedtime probably. Hello to you and hello to Jez. Right, I'm going to attempt this one. It is rather high over voice. Let's see how this goes. This one's called We Are the First Ones Now. Let's try that again. You hit me like a hurricane. All my walls came tumbling down. Homeless, naked as a newborn child. Hold me in wonder. We are the first ones now. Ye ghosts, I cannot carry you down the road back to life. Oh, to be young, oh, to be free, oh, to be alive. There's beauty when I open my eyes. We are the first ones now. Breathe. We are the first ones now. Breathe. We are the first ones now. Thank you very much. That was First Ones. That was for Neil, who gets two requests tonight. Lucky guy. Let's see if he's logged in, shall we? Hello. Yes, he is logged in. Thank you, Neil. I'm going to change the guitar tuning. How radical is that? I only own the one guitar. I have a nylon string and an electric, but I'm not planning to rock those out just yet. So I might have to do a bit of tuning in between. Jackie and Phil Chapman were asking me, how do you pronounce the town where I live? So I live in a town called Bydgoszcz, and there's a lot of fairly unpronounceable words, as you can imagine, in Poland. However, there is a kind of inner logic to the alphabet, because every letter has a sound, and it's always the same whenever you encounter that sound, whenever you encounter that letter, it's always the same. So it's not like English where like you put a few words together and it suddenly changes the sound of the word, or there's silent words and all that, silent letters and all that kind of stuff. No, so it's logical in that respect, but there's rather a lot of Z's in it that I'm discovering. It's a zesty kind of language. Right, let's see if I've got this right. That sounds a bit like born in the middle of the afternoon in a horse-drawn wagon on the old A5. I wasn't going to play that. Okay. Let me quickly... I don't have a keyboard player, but I do have little bits of sellotape. With which it's a lot cheaper than hiring a keyboard player, I found. It only works if you get the right keys. There you go. Wasn't too painful, was it? Right. Here's a song that I've never played live before, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it, but you're about to find out how I'm going to do it. It's from the Refuge album. A wave of hope for the future, a journey over the wide and dark sea. Solemn, solemn, weary refugee. A wave of hope for the future. A wave of hope for the future, a journey over the wide and dark sea. Solemn, solemn. here, Moria. Thousand journeys left behind on this island, wine dark sea, left behind, grounded here, hear our voices, hear our voices, hear our voices, hear our voices, hear our voices. A wave of hope for the future, a little school in an olive grove. Solemn, solemn, weary refugee. A wave of hope for the future. A wave of hope for the future, a journey over the wine dark sea. Solemn, solemn, weary refugee. A wave of hope, a wave of hope for the future. A wave of hope, a wave of hope for the future. Thank you. Wave of Hope, debut, live debut. Yeah, really enjoyed arranging that today. Okay, I had some really last minute requests today. Simon, hello Simon. Is there a musicians union in Poland? There is, but thankfully I don't have to pay the Sellotape musicians union rates. Hi Dad. My dad's just tuned in. He's charged his battery. Good. Okay, I've got a treat for you now. There's a lot of songs on here which I wasn't expecting to play myself this morning, so it's nice to be spontaneous. I hope you liked the sort of thing I opened with. That's also the first time I've ever played that song Roya, which is also from the Refuge album. That's the first time I played that live, and I did a you may have noticed I did a sort of alternative version of Autosong in there. That was, for me, when we made the Refuge album, that was probably the most moving song for me to record, because it was written in the studio, and it was I was getting sort of live updates from a friend that was at the refugee camp that ran a school there, and he told me this story, and I wrote that song on the anniversary of those events, and it was incredibly moving. And after doing the vocal on that song, we were sort of writing it, getting up, doing a vocal take, writing another line, doing it, and at the end of it, it was just so. It's the most moved I've ever been by the creative process. I think was writing that. A couple of songs that take me back to my youth. A good friend of mine, David Wintour. You tuned in? I think he's tuned in. Scottish Dave, we used to call him at university. He's come in with a late request here, and I was happy to oblige, because it's something that didn't take too much to jog my memory on. Oh, there's a child here. Child has arrived. My daughter came in here, and a good ploy to get my children out is I just pretend it's live, and I just go, hi everybody, meet my daughter, and then she suddenly runs away, which she's probably just done now. You can come and say hello if you want. Do you want to say hello? Okay, wave to that camera there.
Hello.
To Sophia. I think her friend is watching, Ophelia. If you're watching in England, hello to you. I think they're watching. Have they said hello on the chat? Sorry, I don't want to deviate too much. I think they're watching. Last time I did this live stream, I posted the video. Obviously, I kept the video up, and it had about 4,000 views. And I thought, oh, I better not talk too much rubbish then in between. But I don't know how well that is going so far. Anyway, we found ourselves another Dylan song here, which is a request, which I think was it Bringing It All Back Home, I think 1963. However, the great version is Nashville Skyline with Johnny Cash, and it's Dylan's country voice. He just had this voice with this one album. This is Girl from the North Country. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where winds sit heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. If you're traveling in the snowflake storm, where rivers freeze and summer ends, please see for me, she's a coat so warm to keep her from the howling wind. And please see for me that her hair's hanging low, that it rolls and flows all down her breast. Please see for me that her hair's hanging low, for that's the way I remember her the best. I wonder if she remembers me at all. Many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where winds sit heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine, for she once was a true love of mine, for she once was a true love of mine. you. There's Dylan doing it again with 3 chords. 3 chords and the truth, isn't that all you need? Apparently. Hello, hello. Hello, William. Hello, Fiona. Helen. Hello, Mark. He's late to the party. Hello, Victoria at the treehouse. Now, I've got a bit of a curveball for you here. I don't think anyone will have been expecting this next song. I think one of the first times I came to Poland, we were having dinner in the square in Krakow. Hello to Juan, Krakow Music. We were having dinner in the square and some gypsies, I mean, I think they were gypsies, I don't know, they may not have been, but they came around to our table playing music, and they played this, they didn't sing it, they just played the tune, and it was one of those tunes that was like, what is that tune? What is that tune? And it took me, well, I don't know if it took me years, but it's one of those tunes, a bit like The Boxer by Paul Simon. It's one of those tunes that sort of just lingers, and you're like, oh, that's sort of really sort of great melody. And I think it's such a good melody because it originally comes from a Russian folk song. Can you guess what it is yet? I think it was 68 it came out, maybe. Is anybody going to guess? Oh no, actually there's a bit of a lag, so I'll be waiting for you to guess. But anyway, it's a bit of a curveball. Here it is. I'm just going to play it. Once upon a time there was a tavern where we'd often raise a glass or two. Remember all the time we spent in laughter, and think of all the great things we would do. Those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose, for we were young and sure we'd have our way. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Soon the busy years went rushing by us. We lost our starry notions on the way. If by chance I'd see you in the tavern, we'd smile at one another and we'd say, those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose, for we were young and sure we'd have our way. La 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 la. La 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 la. And just tonight I stood before the tavern. Nothing seemed the way it used to be. In the glass I saw my own reflection. Was that lonely man really me? Those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose, for we were young and sure we'd have our way. La 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 la. Behind the door I heard familiar laughter. I saw your face and heard you call my name. Oh, my friend, we're older but no wiser, for in our hearts our dreams are still the same. Sing along at home, folks. Those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose, for we were young and sure we'd have our way. La 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 la. La da 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 da. There you go. Told you it was a curveball. Those were the days. Is anybody liking that? Loving those were the days. Thank you, Fiona. Yes, those were the days indeed. Yes. Right. Now we have a request here. Another request. This is from Suzanne in Germany. Thank you for your support. And I can leave a capo right there, which is convenient. Now, this is the third song I'm playing tonight that I've never played live. And I wrote a whole EP. This cable's getting on my nerves. I wrote a whole EP. This must have been in 2010, maybe. No, maybe earlier. I can't remember, but. I created a tuning on the guitar. I recorded the whole EP, and then I never played in the tuning ever again. Never played any of it live, and couldn't remember any of it. So I arranged this one in a different tuning, but I remembered the song anyway. So thank you, because this has never been played live. This is called Debris and Dust. Debris, not Deborah. That'd be a totally different song. Got yourself broken, you never got yourself free, with your K and coke and methamphetamine. It was all just smoke and mirrors, left you so pale and thin. But I remember your warmth and the sweet smell of your skin. Why do we cling to debris and to dust, even as we gaze up at the stars above, when everything was all ruin and rust? We crawled out of the wreckage and we asked ourselves, was it ever really love? Something holy understand. I was young and reckless and a little out of hand. When you're blinded by desire, it can get so shallow and cheap, till you're drowning in an ocean that's 1,000 sorrows deep. Why do we cling to debris and to dust, even as we gaze up at the stars above, when everything was all ruin and rust? We crawled out of the wreckage and we asked ourselves, was it ever really love? Was it really love? And there's a wounded soldier in a foreign field, carries a lock of your hair, a head full of sorrow and a heart so full of care. And somewhere in the distance, getting closer every day, is that little piece of heaven that we lost along the way. Why do we cling to debris and to dust, even as we gaze up at the stars above, when everything was all ruin and rust? We crawled out of the wreckage and we asked ourselves, was it ever really love? Was it really love? Was it ever really love? Was it really love? Was it ever really love? Okay, that was Debris and Dust. That's from an old EP I did called Hard Times in Old London City. About a time when I was broke, living in London, instead of being broke and living in Poland. Right, anyway, enough of that. Enough of those, enough of that banter. Who's online then? Hello, 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 hello. Oh, hello, Robert in Ashburton. Hey, good on you. Right. Okay. Did anybody see the video I posted yesterday? Was it yesterday? It's another hit from my youth, from my misspelt youth. It was requested by my old friend Neil Worley. I wonder if our mate Adam Boyes is logged in. I don't know if he is he? He's probably in the pub. Everyone's in the pub, aren't they? Who cares about music and culture, you know, when the pubs are open again? Right. Okay, let's try this. Let's try my magic sellotape, shall we? Anyway, I posted... this is a song I used to play when I was really young. Neil remembered this from a jam night we used to run when I was about 19 or 20, I think, in Bamber Bridge. My dad will know that. And it's a song by Pink Floyd. And actually, Pink Floyd was a really early influence for me. I was obsessed with The Wall when I was about 14, 15. And then sort of when I didn't learn guitar until I was like 17, 18. But when I learned this, of course, it took me a while to actually understand what all the references in the songs were. And that was what... It was a musical influence, but it's also like, you know, it was this strange adult world that I didn't understand, and all these ideas. And That's what the wall was to me. And when I was at school, people were going around, you know, with the yearbooks at the when you were leaving school and asking me to sign the yearbook. I mean, asking everyone, not just me. I mean, I wasn't famous or anything, but I wrote in people's yearbook the lyrics to Thin Ice. If you know Thin Ice on the wall, look it up. If you should go skating on the thin ice of modern life, it's a very bleak, melancholic quote that I found quite funny. So, right, this is Nobody Home. I got a bit of sound. I'm not going to give you the full sound effects, but I want to sound like I'm in a cave. Got a little black book with my poems in. Got a bag, got a toothbrush and comb in. When I'm a good dog, they sometimes throw me a bone in. I got elastic bands keeping my shoes on. Got those swollen hand blues. I got 13 channels of shit on the TV to choose from. I got electric light, and I got second sight. I got amazing powers of observation, and that is how I know when I try to get through on the telephone to you. There'll be nobody home. Got the obligatory Hendrix perm and the inevitable pinhole burns all down the front of my favorite satin shirt. I got nicotine stains on my fingers. I got a silver spoon on the chain. Got a grand piano to prop up my mortal remains. I got wild staring eyes. I got a strong urge to fly. But I got nowhere to fly to. Fly to. Ooh, babe, when I pick up the phone, there's still nobody home. Got a pair of Go Hills boots, and I've got fading rooms. There you go, Nobody Home. I just relearned that this week, and I realized how much I've stolen from that song without realizing. If Lucas is listening, he will know that there's so many little subtle chord turnarounds in that song that I was like, I played it, I was like, that's where I got that from. And it's kind of like osmosis without even realizing I was doing it. Can you imagine? Especially this major to minor. Daniel Hill was commenting on the major to minor turnaround earlier. Right, something a bit more light-hearted. I occasionally write songs as a joke and then play them anyway, and it's a good antidote to being heavy. You know, it's controversial idea, but it's actually very easy to write melancholic songs, in my opinion. in my opinion. It's sort of the kind of thing you could write 10 of them before breakfast, because it's like a mode, it's a vibe. You know, when you're in that, you jump into that vibe. It's if you've done it for whatever. So I set myself the challenge of writing some things a bit more light-hearted, humorous, upbeat, and I had a great time, which I mentioned last time, with my friend Kevin Walker, Kevin and Bettina. I think they're logged in. And I did say, I said this last time if you were there, but we had a great time jamming in Kevin's living room, and Kevin came up with a chorus for this from getting inspirational quotes from the internet. So I went home and finished the song, and there's a few more actually. Actually, there's one that I almost threatened to play, which I sent this a few people as a WhatsApp message. It's called Positive Pants. Has anybody heard that one? It's for my next children's album. Put on your positive pants and let your dreams be wings. Put on your positive pants and let your dreams be wings. Oh, go where you feel most alive. Go where you feel most alive. Go where you feel most alive now. And put on your positive pants and let your dreams be wings. Oh, put on your positive pants and let your dreams be wings. There you go. Never seen the light of day. First outing for that one. That's usually a friends and relatives only number. This one is called Something New. Just tune that. New strings today. You know, you get very used to politeness in England. Traditions of politeness and customer service that don't necessarily exist in other places. But this time the guy was nice in the guitar shop, so that was a bonus. Right, I've got to tidy up my leads here. It's like Spaghetti Junction down here. Right. Is everybody okay, by the way? I forgot to ask. You gave it your best. It's true you made your mother proud. In your pants and your vest, looking through old pictures in the cloud. You know the cloud's not really a cloud. And today is an excellent day to start something new. Yes, today is an excellent day to start something new. Ooh. But you're all out of whack. This time your luck's not coming back. Take a day off in lieu. You walk more than a crooked mile or two. Said the boot heel to the shoe that today is an excellent day to start something new. Yes, today is an excellent day to start something new. Oh. Future is here. It gently stirs the air around your ear. The veil, it slips. You can almost touch it with your fingertips. It's vibrating in your pocket. Today is an excellent day to start something new. Yes, today is an excellent day to start something new. Ooh. Today you find the confidence to open any door. You saw someone without a smile, so you gave them one of yours. Today is an excellent day. Yes, today is an excellent day to start something new. Today is an excellent day to start something new. Ooh. Thank you. Ah, you know what? I forgot to mention something. I promised to get a new shirt, didn't I? People were asking if I was planning to blend in with the curtains. Now, I didn't get a new shirt, but I got a new jacket. It's usually freezing cold in here, but we had a radiator fitted. Now I'm really hot. And I got this jacket, and I want you to guess on the thread, bearing in mind this was in the sale, how much you think this jacket cost? Come on. Come on. How much do you reckon it cost? Closest one gets a prize. Closest person, right? Gets a prize. I'll have to take a layer off in a minute. Right, I'm going to do a request for my dad, who is tuned in. And I've got something here in my studio which I wanted to show you. You can see that, can you? Can you see that? It says, I am not going to waste my life doing a bum job. I'm going to go to uni at 21. That's signed by me. And then it says, I'm going to frame this bastard. And that's signed by my dad with the name of the pub. And that was in 2001. My dad, I was working in factories and various things, and my dad made me sign a pledge that I wasn't going to spend my life doing a crap job. So I've got that. He was surprised when I told him I've still got that on display. So I just embarrassed him with that. Yeah. So this is one I know a lot of you know. This is called Real Love. I'll treat you right, no matter what you heard. I'll be someone you can believe in the naked light. Oh my word, tell me I'm not dreaming. I don't know why I'm so complicated. But please stay by me, even when my light is fading. Real love, I'm dying to know. Real love, if you feel it. Real love, hearts that glow. Real love, to believe it. Oh, blessed day, the wide world sings of the time that we first started. Now you come to me with wounded wings, lost and broken hearted in golden light. Love, come lay your dreams around me, will be alright. Yeah, I'm so glad you found me. Real love, I'm dying to know. Real love, if you feel it. Real love, hearts that glow. Real love, to believe it. complicated, but please stay by me. Even when my light is fading, real love, I'm dying to know. Real love, if you feel it. Real love, hearts that glow. Real love to believe it. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to take a layer off here. I can't believe it. This is the first time this basement has ever been warm. Maybe it's the vibes that are warming it up, isn't it? It's the vibes. Oh look, that doesn't work if the capo's there, does it? Did anybody guess how much the jacket was? Let me see. 12 quail eggs, 13 Gdansk, €8. Ooh, not bad. A tenner. Whose coat is that jacket? What? €10. Right. Are you ready for the grand announcement? This jacket, in English money, is £2.80. £2.80. Think about that. You know, bargain of the century. Right, bear with me. You talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go and turn the radiator down. I'm taking off the jacket now, but I'm gonna, loosen up a bit. Just give me a second. Right. Okay, I'm back. Back from the brink. What's next? Right, I've got some requests here from some people that are not necessarily here, so I'm not going to play some of them unless you make yourself known. If you've requested something, you've got to make yourself known. If you request something on the chat, I might be able to play it. With a capital M. That doesn't make sense. Right. Right then. What have we done? Right. I've got some requests. Oh, I tell you what. This is one that I've played live with Lucas. There's another one from our forthcoming album. I know a few of you heard this live. When I said some songs start life as a joke, this was one of them. I was driving in my van, and I had an idea, and my daughter was sat next to me. I said, write this down, and Nowhere on Sea. Write that down. So she wrote it down for me, and I was really lucky to be able to go on a. I went away to do some songwriting in like a log cabin by the river. It's only about 10 miles from our house, and it's really cheap. And I stayed there for a week, and I wrote an album. And I knew sometimes so I knew this idea. I knew the song was there just in the idea, and so I got up one morning. I think I made a coffee, and by the time I drank the coffee, I'd finished this song. It probably took me like 45 minutes or something to write the song, because the idea was all there. And when I said, write this down, it was like, yes. And the song's called Nowhere on Sea. And when I played it to Lucas, he was like, I know guys like this. So you might know guys like this. You might know towns like this. This is Nowhere on Sea. It's a bit of a story and song. It's a bit of a. If you like story songs, it's fairly long, and it's a bit of a story. Let's get these bloody wires out of the way, shall we? used to drive a lovely Cortina, but some kids smashed the window one day. Still sat there in the driveway. Don't really go anywhere anyway. Busking outside the old Woolworth store, just enough for a beer or three. I could have been a famous singer, you know. But that kind of life is not for me. And I was only passing through, 'cause I had nothing better to do. That was 1983, and I'm still here, in nowhere on the sea. Well, Maria, she moved to the city. You should have seen us in '89. She asked me if I would go with her, but it just didn't feel right at the time. There have been a few holiday romances, a few one-night stands, that's for sure. But since they opened the new power station, people don't seem to visit much anymore. And I was only passing through, 'cause I had nothing better to do. That was 1983, and I'm still here, in nowhere on the sea. The pubs have all closed down now, except the Anchor and the old Rodden Line. Once it was happy hour all the time. Now it's just from 6 until 9. And the graffiti on the wall, it says, call me for a good time. That just might be the best offer you'll see. And being lonely is not a crime. And I was only passing through, 'cause I had nothing better to do. That was 1983, and I'm still here, in nowhere on the sea. These hotels, well, they've all been sold now. Somehow they smell the money in all this decline. Like the kids that hang around in the arcade at night, just one shot away from the big time. As for me, I don't really know what I'm after. but it's true that I'm way past my prime. And I get low sometimes, and I don't know why, but I'm happy-go-lucky most of the time. And I was only passing through, 'cause I had nothing better to do. That was 1983, and I'm still here in nowhere on the sea. Oh, I'm still here in nowhere on the sea. Yes, I'm still here in nowhere on the sea. Nowhere on sea. Where could it be? Is it a dream, or is it a place? Or is it in your face? Part of the human race. Live nowhere on sea. Thanks, Bettina. Thank you. Oh, Polyphonic Life, there's a late request. Oh, we got a request for Denim Potato. I did threaten to play Denim Potato last time, and I still haven't played it, so I'm going to have to give you a little snippet of it. So, when I was a lad back in the day, 18, 19 college days, a group of us friends used to play music a lot and stay up late, get high and get drunk sometimes and play music a lot. And it was a real training ground, and just improvising and just having a laugh basically, and jamming. And Philip Henry was there. He's a great musician, and so this was basically a comedy song that came out one night. As you can imagine, it probably should never be heard live, but there you go. It's been requested, so what can I do? It's called Denim Potato, and it's dedicated to Philip Henry. I'm just going to give you a few bars. I said, Phil, it's got a denim potato. Zip it open, put the butter in. I said, Phil's got a denim potato. Zip it open, put the butter in. I said, zippity bop bop bop, zip it open, put the butter in. I said, zip it open, put the butter in. Put the butter in, put the butter in, put the butter in, mama. I said, zip it open, zippity bop 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 bop. Phil, got a denim potato. I said, now zip it open, put the butter in. Thank you very much. There you go, I did it live. Nobody can complain. Nobody can complain. That is Denim Potato. How are we doing for time? Is everyone still cool to hang out a bit? Denim Potato. Okay, I've had a request. I don't know if they're here. I guess not everyone's going to chat because not everyone's going to be logged in, are they? So this is for Ophelia, Matt, Leonie, and B. If you're watching in Devon, our dear friends and ex-neighbours that we're hoping to see this summer. I need a moment to tune the guitar for this. More than a moment, in fact. And I think if my brother is still here, this is one... Yes, he is. This is one I have dedicated to my brother to to change a few names in this song for legal reasons, but it is about me and my brother to a degree. And I once played a gig in Norwich, and I think it was my brother's birthday, and I don't know if he remembers, but I called him on the phone, and I played the song live to him over the phone. So this is Your Sweet Smiling Face, and the bit where it says, you always were so kind, you bought me ice cream with your birthday money. I'm sure my brother will remember that, because he often used to. Yeah, he bought me ice cream. He did. Bought me ice cream with his birthday money. Can you believe it? It's like his birthday money, and he bought me an ice cream. That was back in Keswick in the Lake District when we used to visit. Used to climb mountains. We'd all walk around the mountain path. My brother would walk straight up the mountain. A bit quicker. Quicker, isn't it? Straight to the top. Straight to the top. Like Tom Waits, right? Been reliving some classic films recently. Great thing about having kids, my daughters are 10 and 7, and we had so many good films when we were growing up. So many great films, and I played them, and you sort of never know how they're going to, you play them a classic film, and you never know how they're going to take it. And we watched The Goonies, and he absolutely loved The Goonies, so it's like a whole load of films to discover. We watched E.T. Although last night we did watch Despicable Me, Minions, that was quite fun as well. Right, said Fred. Said Frederick. Right, Eric, said Frederick. There you go. So many tunings, there's so many chords, in so little time. Okay, this one's for you, Danny Jackson. I know you're tuning in, you don't often get to see me play. So this one's for you, and this is about youth and back in the day, and my brother will remember a friend of ours that we once I said this story, and I'm sorry to labour it. Hold on, I should sorry to labour this story. I don't know if I've told it before, but a friend of ours lived a few houses down from my grandma, and he used to buy all these presents from the Gus catalogue, which basically he chooses presents. I can picture my brother laughing now. He chooses presents, our friend, and his parents would spend all year paying for the presents, like like monthly payments, and then he could choose like expensive presents and stuff. It was the Gus catalogue, and of course it took all year to buy them. So one year we called for him on Boxing Day, so knocked on his door like, oh, are you coming out? Are you coming out, Ian? He's like, no, I can't come out. I was like, what? It's Boxing Day. Why are you coming out? Said, I'm choosing my presents for next year on Boxing Day. Anyway, that's a Northern childhood for you. Northern cliche there for you. Right. Vincent Price is back. Ian's not coming out no more. He's got an Amstrad CPC 464, but I've got Jaws on Betamax, and I've got Predator on VHS. Last week we went to Denim Hills, and no one dared walk through the underpass. Some old tramp just let there in the dark. John said he's probably only sleeping. Hold on to hope. Hold on to life. Hold on to your dreams, don't let them drag you down. Hold on to the golden sunlight on your sweet smiling face. Did you hear about Tom Green? Some townie's petrol bombed his car. Broken pool cues in the street. John said round here they take care of their own. They take care of their own. Hold on to hope. Hold on to life. Hold on to your dreams, don't let them drag you down. Hold on to the golden sunlight on your sweet smiling face. Ooh. Yours were so kind. You bought me ice cream with your birthday money. You said one day we'll be rich, and I'll buy us both a motorbike. I've been collecting Regal tokens. Gonna get myself a Shakespeare rod. We can borrow John's new reel and go night fishing down on Curtain Lake. Hold on to hope. Hold on. Hold on to life. Hold on, brother. Hold on now, sister. Hold on, brother. Hold on to your dreams, don't let them drag. Don't let them drag you down. Don't let them drag you down. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let them drag you down. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let them drag you down. John's not coming out no more. He's got an Amstrad CPC4. 464. People, that was thoroughly enjoyable. It's Bonnie's birthday weekend. Happy birthday, Bonnie, this weekend. Mark's daughter. They first met us, I remember. They first met me and Lucas playing in Margate, I think, wasn't it? A little pub in Margate. And they've been to gigs intermittently, and the two girls know the words to Burning Low, I remember. If you've missed, Dave's just tuned in. If you've missed it, you can watch this video for at least a week on YouTube if you've missed the beginning. So do catch up tomorrow. If you'd like to leave me a tip, I would be delighted and grateful. The PayPal link is pinned at the top. I think I'm going to do a couple more, if that's good by you. I think I left people wanting a little bit last time, so I'm happy to play. So stick around if you can. If you can't, you can catch up. I'm going to do a couple more songs, I think. I'm going to try something that I haven't played. I think actually the only person that has actually heard this next song is Lucas. I don't think anybody in the world has heard it, so, but I'm not entirely sure that I've even heard it, in fact. I think this is so new, even I haven't heard it. Even my mum hasn't heard it, and that is new. Actually, I found some rare bootlegs on my computer today that I'm going to have to send to my mum. Pretty outrageous recordings that I did. Right. This one is called A Day Out of Time. Make of it what you will, but I believe in the old ancient times when they had the 13 moon calendar, they had, now we have, we correct our calendar, don't we, by having leap years and various things. I believe that in ancient times with the 13 moon calendar, they also had this sync issue, and they had something called the Day Out of Time. A day out of time. Imagine that. So that's what I'm going to say about that. This is called A Day Out of Time. I think I'm going to make this my last tune. So thank you for being so gracious and joining me tonight. Thank you for your comments and for hearing some of my new songs. An angel here in human skin, beauty of eye and beauty within, from desire and to pursuit. Every flower longs to be fruit. You know, I changed my mind, I can't play it. I can't play it. I'm going to play something else. You'll have to wait for that one. And I got turn the reverb down a bit. I went a bit mad, didn't I, with the last tune? No. This is a more appropriate end of gig song anyway. It wasn't because I'd forgotten it. I just realised, oh, I've got a better song that I can play. That's what just happened. This one is called For Old Time's Sake. For all the gods that were left behind, for all the ruins and the temples of the mind, for the bright children of the pioneers, for those twilight years so distant and opaque, and for old time's sake, for old time's sake, for every ship that ever hit a mine, for all the sailors, and for the old grey funnel line, for my grandfather down in the battery room, for the strength to carry on when everything is at stake, and for old time's sake, for old time's sake. And for you, my friends, wherever ye roam, may the path of love and healing lead you home. For all the wounds we will one day mend, for all the times we will bend, but we will not break. And for old time's sake, for old time's sake, plagues and earthquakes coming over the hill. When all this is over, we'll be singing still. Oh, plagues and earthquakes coming over the hill. When all this is over, we'll be singing still. Oh, plagues and earthquakes coming over the hill. When all this is over, we'll be singing for old time's sake, for old time's sake, for old time's sake, for old time's sake. Thank you very much. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. Look in my studio. I've even got a guitar stand. Can you believe that? Oh. Oh. Good night, folks. Be well. Be good. See you. I got told off for not doing an encore last time. So I'm going to do one. And I've not got a clue what I'm going to play. So I think I've got an idea what to play. Hold on. Okay. Someone pointed out the tip jar wasn't working. I just reposted it. So hopefully that works. Tobias Ben Jacob is the name. Don't wear it out. Right, I think I'm going to try this. Just bear with me, I need to change the tuning because this was requested by Jackie in Exeter, who may be on here but just with a different name on the chat, essentially. Okay, so I'm just tuning for this. We have another visitor. We have a child in the room. Isn't it past your bedtime?
No.
Do you want to come and say hello?
Again?
Yeah, again. Don't step on any cables.
Hello again.
Hello again. Do you want to sing us a song?
No.
Oop, she's already knocking everything over. Right, just give me a chance here because I need to tune this beast. Good night. Here she is, Sophia. Zosia, as they call her in Polish, in Poland. Oh, my phone's actually playing my concert. Okay, sorry for the epic. Right, where's F sharp on the piano? Oh, I can't do the black keys. Hold on. Bit of an oversight there. Let's try this bad boy. Okay, so this was my foray into foreign language lyric writing, which I've been doing a bit more of recently actually. I've written a song which has multiple languages in it, and I'm working on some material that has more of a sort of pan-European vibe. Meaning I exclusively play panpipes whilst being in Europe. No, I don't really, obviously. Okay, this one is about the migrant caravan in Central America, Guatemala. Refugees are trying to make their way to America, and it's very hard to get to America, so a lot of them settled in Mexico. I was raised in San Pedro Sula, the Catholic way. There's no place for a family living on $8 a day. My parents, they were farmers, they planted sugar cane. Came here when times got harder, these streets are not the same. Used to laugh and whistle at me, the boys of the 18 barrio. Handguns in their waistbands, teenage sicarios. Came looking for my daughter to be the little novia. I sent her off to her grandmother, and I joined the caravan. No happy alfombrado para las caravanas clandestinas. El camino a la frontera, pero un alfombrado alfombra de espinas. We're headed north through Guatemala, 1,000 miles of burning road. Sometimes I thought I'd die there, hungry, weak, and far from home. When we reached Palio Stadium, we were told it's best to stay. It's hopeless going further, you'll never reach the USA. No happy alfombra para las caravanas clandestinas. El camino a la frontera, pero una alfombra de espinas. People, they are kind here at the Casa del Migrante. I met the High Commissioner Grandi at the camp the other day. They found me work here in Saltillo at the Palliser factory. I'm applying for asylum, first time I saw a lawyer work for free. Last night I dreamed that I was flying over the Sierra del Merendon. Great forests in the clouds, rivers shining in the sun. And there was my dear daughter in the fields I used to play. I called out for my Maria, the wind, it carried my voice away. No happy alfombra roja para las caravanas clandestinas, pero una vía el camino a la frontera. Una alfombra de espinas. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing some of you in real life, I hope. Going to be in England, hopefully all going well, around late May, June, and July, and some of August, hopefully. So if you're putting gigs on, book me. If you're around, hopefully I can see you. I'm rambling. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, so thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.